Hey guys, we're back in here for the 65th episode of Thursday Night Pimp Your Layout. It's your time to shine. Show the world not what you have, but what you got. Model trains, slot cars, Hot Wheels, RC, pretty women in bikinis. We want to see it all. Keep the conversation rated K. Mama YouTube does not like the cussing and fussing. At least not the first 25 minutes. Keep the conversation civil. Keep it on cars, trains. I don't want to hear about your religion, sexuality, race, politics, all the stuff that causes a bunch of arguments. What's up? Show the world what you got. Got Paul in the house, Jim, Steve. What's going on, guys? Got Bob at Electric Avenue. Make sure you check out Bob on Tuesday nights for the virtual racing. Let me set up my other way. MCM, what's going on? Join. Get the Wi-Fi on. All right, it's on. Set up my second camera. Thing is running slow. Woo. So what's going on, guys? Just gotta wait for somebody to show up. I was in the Twilight Zone for a minute. I was just watching Smallville. I have a box set, so I was just going through that. I'm on season 9. Vacation? I didn't go. I just went to North Carolina. It wasn't no vacation. Just went to a party. It's tonight's lineup. Doing the old schools. Those cards were lowered down. Because put the Chevelle up first. Let me turn this on. Probably need a light behind the camera so you can see the cards better. I do have a light, but I'm not gonna set it. Get my teacher's pointer. There we go. Keeps getting told me about the teacher's pointer, but it's a good idea. Now I'm going. Some of these tracks haven't been used, so just had to ride over it a little bit, get rid of the oxidation. Oh, we got Paul in the house. Let's see what's up with Paul.
Hey guys, you hear me, Ken?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, cool. A couple weeks ago I was on and I was showing you I was doing some die cast, making them into slot cars, and I was gonna do another car. I did get that car done, and this is a Hot Wheels Boss Hoss Mustang. I don't know if you guys remember the Boss Hoss Club in the 60s, but those were highly even today, they're highly sought after cars. And this is virtually the same car that was in the club about 20 years ago. This car's about 20 years old here. But I was going to give a lot of my slot or my die cast to my grandkids. And I was like, man, this car is so awesome. I wonder if I can make this into a slot car. And sure enough, man, I was able to put a 4-gear underneath it. The wheels that come on this are that come with the Hot Wheels are virtually identical to the ones that are on this 4-gear. I got this out of a pit kit at Hobby Lobby, and the only thing about the Hot Wheels brand is the bumpers are part of the chassis. So I had to cut those off and then reattach them to the body, which it came out good. It was just kind of a pain in the butt, but but yeah, I got it on here. I figured out, the attaching. The biggest part was trying to figure out how to attach the chassis to the body. And I finally did some research and found the best way to do that. And here, I'll run it a little bit. It runs really good. There's the cat. He's don't get the car. But it runs real nice. But so yeah, Scott's House of HO, he saw me do these slot cars, and he's giving me crap about being, the Mustangs. But little does he know, I'm a car guy and I love Mustangs too. I always just give him crap, but but I am going to do a couple Camaros. So, but that's the Boss Hoss Mustang. Really love how that came out. This was the one I showed a couple weeks ago. This is Eleanor 67. This is on a Jag chassis. And this was much easier to do because the bumper and the front fascia are attached to the body. So all you got to do is just drill out the rivets, and there you have it. But I think it's pretty cool. You can open the hood, but it's a slot car. So I like that. But I'm going to do a couple other ones. I'm going to do, this is a green light Camaro. And of course it's got the orange Chevy motor in there. Hopefully I'll be able to keep that in there. I don't have the rivets drilled out yet. So, this is just future project here. And then this car, another Camaro. This was one of those, I can't remember the brand on it, but it had screws that kept the chassis on. So I just unscrewed it, and boom, it exposed everything. And then I can find a chassis that'll fit under there. But so anyway, Scott, there's 2 Camaros to go with those 2 Mustangs to kind of even it out for you there a little bit. So but anyway, that's all I had for you guys. I just wanted to kind of show you what I had there.
Now, what do you make them do to make them stay in, mate them to the body?
It's double-sided tape. And it depends on the Boss Hoss chassis. I had to use thinner double-sided tape. And it's hidden under there pretty good. It's hard to see. And if you have to remove the chassis to do some maintenance on the chassis, No big deal. It'll come out. And if you need to, you can just cut a little piece of two-sided tape again and just reattach it inside there. It's not hard at all. The other one here on the Jag chassis, there was more room between the chassis and the sides of the car. So it took a little thicker double-sided tape. But, Amazon has it all. So they had both sizes. So those two sizes should pretty much be able to do pretty much any car with that. But that was probably the biggest challenge, actually. I mean, I thought it was drilling the rivets out was going to be the worst, but that really wasn't too hard at all. But getting that body attached properly and secure enough so when it's going around the track, because initially the way I was doing it, the body would come flying off the car, and it was so then I started doing a little research on what I've seen guys do this and see what they were using, and they were using the double-sided tape, and it works like a charm. So
I was wondering
yeah, it's a cool project. I mean, this car right here, I already had the Boss Mustang. And I got the chassis from Hobby Lobby for $12.99. So virtually, I put this car together for $12, $12.99. And it runs around the track fantastic. If you got a certain, die cast that you love and you're like, man, I'd love to run that around my track, man. It's doable. I mean, you can do it. So fun project.
Yeah, I have a Lamborghini that I want to use.
Yeah. Speaking of, I have this Corvette that Earnhardt's drove in some of the Trans Am races years ago, but I cannot find a chassis that will fit the wheelbase of this car. This car's wheelbase is different than any other diecast that I have. It's really weird. Of course, it's a diecast that I've never heard of. I can't even, let me see if I can see this.
Yeah, I'm going to assume they're not going by the one-size-fits-all chassis. So.
What's that?
They're going to sue the diecast guys. They're not going by the one chassis fits all bodies model.
Oh yeah, yeah. Which is better in the long run for the realism, for sure. So I don't know. I'm not giving up on being able to put a chassis on this Corvette, but we'll see. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get back in the chat. I just wanted to share that with you. Appreciate the time, Kenton.
Stop by anytime.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Right. Drilling holes for a new front axle. Get back to my driving. All right, I was debating on this guy here. I was thinking about trading it for something. Or I might crack it open and drive it. But I already have two new ones and one beat up ones. I don't know. I'm debating. I don't really keep nothing in on a car for too long. That's about the longest I had a car on a card. Yeah, the green one was the hottest one. I like the green one out of all of them the most. Back to my driving. There's a lot of noise. Fix that joint. Yeah. Yeah, no wonder we're going so slow. It's not for that guy. It's this Camaro up here. It's another one that has been lowered down. I need to put a I really need to get a light back there. What's up, Todd? I told you in the house. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna set up a light for the back of the camera because it doesn't look good. So it's let's see. Yeah, I have to go get a light. I'm gonna see if I can make the you see the cars better. Let me put this together. Where's this? Let's see if this will power this guy. Let's see how it looks now. I put a light behind the camera. Because it looks a little better. This guy on here. Better ride. Like a low stopper instead of a low ride. Ooh, don't want to go. You don't behave, you're coming off the track. Like you don't understand it. There you go. A little bit of trouble, but the dogs are running. What's up, Rich? Going up there. Attack from the back. This guy didn't need no help. Running until I crash. Put the link in the chat. Hit that link. Join the show. Show the world not what you have, but what you got. That one's pretty good. Steve, what's up with that Ghostbuster? Hit that link, join the show. It's 14 of you out there. Don't be hate watching, chatting like girls. Man, you always down there in Zimbabwe. It's not like you have anything better to do. What? This guy up there. Oh, this guy's kind of fast. Yeah, that's a good one. This is about the fastest one so far. Gotta give him a little push. Yeah, this one runs real good. Damn. Hit that link, join the show. So the world not what you have, but what you got. If I can stay on the road. The drinking and driving does. What's going on here? Sounds kind of loud. Moving into a condo. I thought you moved to the old folks' home. What is this right here? Let's see. That smooth it out. What the heck is up with that? Like two spots were not coming together very well. Three actually. Just one, two. Cool. Yeah, and French made outfit and some high heels. I'll take that. That's the type of housekeeper I need. This. It's right. It's this section and this one. Don't fit together well. One of those pieces are off a bit. Yeah, I bet she's gonna clean it all right. Yeah, you see some smoke coming off Richard's pants. You know what happened. I hope you temper very well. The Brick City Baller, winner of the T-Jack class drag racing, Beer War drag racing series. Whoop the ball. I told you in the house.
How do I turn this thing around, man?
Gotta turn the camera sideways. That link on the show. Show the world not what you have, but what you got. Slot cars, diecast, model trains, real cars, pretty women. You wanna pose for us?
Okay, we got it sorted.
There you go.
There's Phoebe. Hi, Phoebe. Are you ready? All right, so here we go.
All right. There you go. It's a man's car.
.440 with the 727 torque flight.
All right.
Needs some work here, and it's got some holes down there in the rockers we got to work on, but I'm not a really good body guy, so I got to get somebody to help me with that. I'm going to get wheels and redo the springs here this year. Since I changed the shifter, the reverse lights are always on in park. It's kind of weird, but that's just the way it is. Sounds really nice.
Yeah, I like that.
And the interior was garbage when I got it, so I gutted it and redid everything. I did the carpet and the headliner and all that. I didn't do a perfect job, but it's not bad. considering I'd never done one before at all, I didn't do bad. Got a little bit of wrinklage there, but like a friend of mine said, how you know from the factory it wasn't like that? But man, did all new door panels and carpeting, and did some sound deadener underneath. Now I did have the seats done by a professional. I did not do those. I'm not that good. And I'd like to paint the dash this year, and all the gauges don't. The only gauge that works is like the battery. What is it? The battery gauge? Yeah, the battery gauge works. The rest of those are all inaccurate. Those gauges work, but they're not all plugged in right now. Excuse me. Original steering wheel and the horn ring works, which is pretty cool.
All right.
Finding that wheel was really difficult. I'm just going to say that. But yeah, she's really fun and super cool to cruise in. Has some good horsepower too. But it still needs a little bit of work. I want to do a patina coating this year after I get the wheels and the rear springs done. It needs new rear springs. They're flat as a board almost. And I could use some heavy duty torsion bars in the front because it just has the ones for the original 283. So versus, you know, the 440. My buddy's dad had a 440 laying about, so he slapped it in there. Now let's pop the hood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Redid the brakes and put a power brake system in there. That was a night and day difference on braking. It's so much better. It worked. I mean, the brakes weren't bad at all because they were disc in the front already, but yeah, it's a lot better now. Still working on some power problems and sorting all that shit out. Power sucks. It's a lot easier working on slot car tracks. I had to put a shroud on the radiator last year. It didn't have a shroud, and put a high flow water pump in. I wish I would have gotten that thing painted while I had it apart, but I did not. You know, I wanted to get it done, but that's something it would be nice to take that apart and get that fixed, but it sounds really nice.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
I had to put a new windshield in it. The last windshield looked like you're looking through old paintball goggles, if you know, guys know what I mean. And the windshield was $1,200 installed because it was really hard to find. So, yeah. What do you think, Phoebe?
Yeah, look at the age of the car, man. It's hard to get parts for it.
Yeah, it really is. And the 65s are weird. You can get all kinds of 66, 67 parts, 64, but 65's like an oddball year for some freaking reason. But I'm going to put some Kragers on it. I got my tax money. I'm going to use that. I just, there's a problem with the left front end where it's got a little plunk, that something loose in there or something. So I got to get that sorted out. We just got to jack it up, take the wheel off, and look through everything. I'm sure it's nothing big, whatever it is, because we redid the front end completely last year. The new bushings on everything, on all the control arms and the strut rods and all that. Those things down in there, and new ball joints. And new steering linkage, all that good shit, because, you know, it was 60 years old. So I need to do, like I said, the torsion bars and the rear springs, and that'll really help it. When I do the rear springs, I'm going to try to go ahead and throw in not a roll, you know, a damn thing to stiffen up this anti-roll. Is that it?
Sway bar?
Not using the right word.
What, a sway bar?
Sway bar, that's it. Thank you, Kenton. I'm getting old, man. You know, that thing that stops it from, you know, moving left and right. Yeah, sway bar. Thank you. Anyway. So, yeah, she's nice. I wish it had buckets, but, you know, that's something that, you know, at the time I should have thought about it and found some buckets and sourced them out and had them done instead of that. But I can always sell that seat and get some buckets in it. But, you know, it's all good. But then if I get buckets, I need a console, and you don't even want to know what the console replacements are. They're like $1,200, man. Especially if you buy it from like, you know, Classic Industries, they're criminals. Those guys really are. I tell anybody, you know, if you can't get it anywhere else, then get it from them. But if you can get it from somewhere else, do. Because they'll rob you on the price and they'll rob you on the shipping. They had my windshield for $250 and they needed, how much to ship it? How much was it? It was like $1,100 and they wouldn't guarantee it that if it arrived and it wasn't broke, it would be my problem. I'm like, okay. So basically you could put a broke windshield in there and I'd never know any better. We would never do that. I said, yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't.
Yeah, right.
So anyway.
That's a ripoff.
Now there's my garden. Got my beets coming up. Got to get the peppers in the ground and the tomatoes. It's just got to get warmer here yet. So yeah, here's everything I got to mow. I got a whole acre back here. So all the way back up to there to the fence. And then I got a yard over here too. So yeah, Phoebe's got a nice place to roam. So anyway, well, I better put the car away, shut it off and all that good stuff. I'll pop back into the chat here in a minute.
Yeah, glad you showed up, man.
Absolutely, man. Been meaning to. Just, you know, last year when we talked about it, it was already put away. So you know how that goes.
Yeah, Kragers or Keystones?
I'm going to do Kragers. I thought about Keystones. And I also considered the Mopar wheels, you know, the ones that are chrome with the black on the inserts. I can't think of the exact title of them, but I want, you know, I've got disc brakes in the front and all that, and I want them to be able to show through. So Kragers is the way to go. Keystones I did think about. They would look good on there.
That's what I was saying. Keystones look real good.
But center lines would look sweet too. Or even old aluminum slotted ones would look good. Those are baby moons. I took the hubcaps off because it looked like a freaking doo-wop mobile with them on there. So some people really like them, but I don't. Anyway. All right, guys. I'll be back.
All right, buddy.
Cheers.
All right. Yeah, I like that. What's up, Mark? Late to the game. Yeah, I think the Keystones will look better, but yeah, whatever floats the boat, man. It's his car. All right, we got another guy up here. Carolina Speedway, what's going on?
Good evening, Kenton and everybody. How you doing tonight? Do you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, just checking in. I haven't been in a while. Just dropping by to say hello, show you a couple things. I'll start off, just give me a quick shot of the layout. Not much has changed. A couple things here and there I'll show you, but what I wanted to show you now was, let me get over to it. And I bought the Champions Raceway with the new cars. And it's pretty nice. I mean, I was going to buy just the two cars, but the two cars together with shipping were about $80, $90. And then the track set was like $160. So I says, let me buy it. I don't own any of the AFX tracks. I have tons of Tyco. I grew up on Tyco. I got enough Tyco to run from here to St. Louis. But I said, let me just buy to have, because maybe my next late I might run the AFX. But I got the two cars here. I opened everything up just to save time, cutting everything open in front of everybody. But we've got the two cars here. Really nice looking cars. Let me put them over here. Put them down over here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm rushing in the door from work and just trying to get situated. And here are the cars. I think some people have them already. And they're nice looking cars. They're just like the other ones, a little bit different. But this is what I noticed with them. The other ones, the can on them, have the green can motor on them, and these have the red can motor on them. I noticed preliminary. I just ran a few laps with them. Because I just got this set, just preliminary running. It shows to me that these are quicker. These cars are faster. They respond. They respond better to the trigger. They're faster, and than the others. The motors in this one. But this car sticks to the track better than these do. So it's kind of trade-off. I gotta figure it out. I gotta run some laps in time and see what's better off, because I just like the way these drive. They drive a little bit better. I just like the response they have, the feel on the trigger. But this is what I'm running. Where's my? Everybody's got different remotes. So I'm running the DS with the 3 choices there: the 60, the 120, and the 90. This is what works for my home thing. They were fairly reasonable when I bought them a couple of years ago. I think they're like $69, $70 for them, and they seem to run good for my home track. So I don't have any issues with them. But that's my preliminary thing. With these cars, I just love the way they look. These Formula cars. I just I can't get enough of them. When more comes out, I get them. I wish they would get the Ferrari and the Red Bull and all that, but you know how the licensing goes with all that. And so I just wanted to show you that, and see what's going on with that. And then what else did I do? I'm starting to get into painting cars. This is just a couple things I worked on. I'm just starting, so I'm a little rough. And these are just 2 things I did. I did one of these Auto World kits here, and I bought a can of blue thing, and I just sprayed it up and did that. I have some extra stickers around. I guess I could have turned it into a Golf with the colors, but I didn't have any Golf things, and I just had a Hertz shifter sticker, and I put it on there and did that, and did that one there. And where's the other one? I did that one there. Some stickers laying. That one's a little rough, but I'm just getting started with it.
That one looks good.
Yeah, so I'm just playing with it, just to start. And what else did I change on here? Oh, I'm also playing around with these here now. This is clear. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna move it here with my. It's clear. I got clear barriers I'm starting to put up. So I was putting a lot of barriers up because it's at the edge there, and it's kind of blocking the view of the cars going around. So I'm going out experimenting with these clear ones. I bought some sheets you cut in like Staples or Hobby Lobby. I think it was Hobby Lobby I bought these in. And the clear sheets, and you just, you get them where they're bendable. I forgot what the thickness is. And I cut them, and I use these track clips, that you get with a lot of AFX, at these track clips to hold them on. I had it clear going around, and I says, it's nice, it's clear. You can see it, and it doesn't block the view of the car so much. But then I started playing around with some decals and putting them on to see, just to liven it up a bit. I don't know. I'm still thinking about whether I like it or not. Like I put these here. They gave a roar because these are stickers that came, with the race set, and I just figured let me utilize them, and I put them on. So I did that, and I got some higher ones. I still got some regular advertising. Like I got clear over here, so when the cars wipe out, I got it higher over here. So when the cars wipe out over here, they don't go into the stands and break all the people off that I glued in.
That's a good idea.
And have casualties there, but otherwise, this pretty much, is all. Got a little Kia at a train show. I was at a train show a couple of weeks ago. They had this little pier. I bought that to put on the side. I want to figure out what I could do with that a little bit better. And let's see. All that around. And there was one other thing I wanted to show. What did I want to show? I don't remember. What was it? I did some work on it. I put another level up here. I made to utilize this bin I had on the side. Put some stands up there. I got my water tower there. And what else? Oh, I went to the train show I went to. There was somebody selling slot cars. And they had three cars, or vans, I should say, in a baggie at $15.
Oh, I'm jealous.
and they were dirty. Tires were dry rotted. I just took them out, cleaned them up, put new tires on them, oiled them, and this is what I really wanted. Was I didn't have an A-team van, but this came out really nice. I cleaned it and I shined it up a bit, and it came out really good. And then I got these old ones here. They're pretty cool. They run pretty good. And I just cleaned them up, and they're running really good. So that's what's been going on with me. I just wanted to stop by, say hello, show you a couple things. Work has been tough. Working a lot lately, and summer's here. It's getting out and enjoying a little bit. So the slot cars are kind of taking a back seat now. But I'm addicted like everybody else, and I keep every spare minute I get that I can. I put in what I can. But anyway, thanks for what you do here, Kent, and letting us come on and do our thing. And I appreciate your time.
I'm glad you stopped by, man. You're always welcome.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Good night, everybody.
All right. Yeah, I like that A-team. I have one, but it came with chrome wheels, so the original chassis was not there. But I guess I gotta paint the wheels red. I wish it would have came with as a GMC van. I have a couple die casts. It is tempting. I gotta see if it's real heavy enough. If it's not real heavy, then I might do the double-sided tape thing. Jack Nelson in the house. We got Jack in here. Yeah, I like this layout, man. Now he has the setup with the people, lights. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get this guy up here. So I thought it would look good with chrome wheel. I saw this body. I don't know where I saw it. I think I saw it in Hobby Lobby. I thought, yeah, put some chrome wheels on it. It would look cool. Let me put this link in here again. It's on that link. Show the world not what you have, but what you got. Model trains, slot car, model cars. I like model cars. Hot Wheels, RC, real cars, and you're a pretty woman in a bikini. We would appreciate it if you would grace us with your appearance. Got to keep it rated K for mommy YouTube, especially when you're talking about the lovely ladies. Tell me, gears are stripped. Ooh, let's drag it back. Let's push it back. See what's going on here. Yeah, I need some of those. Glad you stopped by, Jack. Yeah, we need some of those F1 girls they used to have before they got pumped out and took away the car girls. They just got completely pumped out in F1. You got one of those Jack tattoos, Jack Hardy tattoos. Good runners. Oh, that does not sound good. Sound like something strict. Like it's too tight. It's doing it, Jack. You gotta let it out. Show the world what you're working with. We'll run the white Mustang. Hit that link, Jack. What you got, man? But your back was hurting, Jim. He's out there with the big girls and hurt your back. Yeah, he did one right here. You don't have a phone, man? You don't have a cell phone? A wild turkey. Cell phone, iPad. All you need. Get into the game. This one's not gonna run well. I don't have the right controller. But we'll see how it does with the Parma 45 ohm, which I know it's not gonna run that good. We're gonna try it anyway. It's pretty much just on with the 45 ohm controller. I know it wasn't gonna run very well. The valve will be Chevy. This will run good. Yeah, you can do that too. Turn the power down. You still it doesn't have a level of control like the Mega G's do. We can do that. Turn the power down. I'm quite sure one of them 5 years old, they can help you. You just gotta click on the link. Somebody send Jack a 5-year-old so they can help him with the phone. Put the Chevelle on. Bad boy on a Jag Hobbies chassis. Guess I should have slowed down. Still don't like that section over there. Got enough with a heavy Chevy. Got link, John the show. 17 of you out there. Gonna show the world what you have, show them what you got. Put this Peugeot up here. Let me take this axle out of this Super 7. You ain't trying to fit. But still not gonna fit. You don't have a body clip. It's 1:19, hour 19 minutes. Guess I'm gonna go to 8:35. Ooh. Put Eleanor on there. Yeah, I hate moving, man. I hate moving, man. That is just a pain in the. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. That moving, that is not for me. That is too much work. Yeah, I said if I head back south, I'm gonna that would be one story. I don't want to climb steps every day. Yeah, that is out of the question. There's a link in the chat. Pull up. Show the world what you got. You sound for about, let's see, 1 hour, 23 minutes. I don't know. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. All right, guys. I'm gonna shut it down. Appreciate you all who stopped by, showed off your stuff. Guys in the chat. I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Thanks for stopping in. And I'll see you guys next week.